AITA for ruining a pregnancy announcement by telling the woman she may have taken the wrong test. I am not op. Original post by you, Final Cheesecake 146 in R, Amithias Hole. And NBSP. AITA for ruining a pregnancy announcement by telling the woman she may have taken the wrong test. The 30th of June 2021. Obligatory sorry for the formatting. I'm on mobile and it's my first post on here. My husband and I, 30 meters, 30F, recently invited 8 friends for lunch and were asked if we could also include a new couple. Doug and Sasha, both 30s. We have never met them, but everyone who was invited has. So we said sure. At one point Sasha needed to use the restroom, and I told her to use the master since the other bathroom was occupied. I was helping my husband finish with food when Sasha came out of the master bawling and holding something in her hand. At first I thought she hurt herself, but she said something to Doug that caused him to drop to his knees, cry, and begin kissing her stomach. All of our friends begin screaming, jumping, and crying. It was insane. Finally, Sasha tells my husband and I that she is pregnant. Of course, we congratulate both she and Doug and gave them a bag for the test. Their request. I will admit I did find it odd that she brought a pregnancy test and took it at a complete stranger's house. But I did not say that. Once everyone sat down to eat, Sasha said, I hope you don't mind that I used one of your pregnancy tests. I just saw them and had to. I responded, confused. I don't have pregnancy tests. Sasha says yes. In your drawer. I asked Sasha if she meant the blue box in the back of my lower left drawer that was closed. She seemed to realize I was pointing out that she basically snooped and sheepishly said the box said pregnancy for pregnancy test. I said, Sasha, the brand is Pregmate and those are ovulation tests. I do not own pregnancy tests. Did you take an ovulation test? Doug freaked the absolute F out at me, saying his wife was not an idiot and can read a box. He insisted Sasha get the test out and show me that I'm wrong. Sasha refused, saying she didn't need to prove anything to a complete stranger and insisted they leave immediately. One of the couples thought Doug and Sasha acted ridiculous. The other 3 couples thought I should have pulled Sasha aside to discuss my concerns and said I was an asshole for saying something in front everyone. Honestly, the whole situation caught me off guard and everything happened so quickly. The whole thing was bizarre and confusing. I just didn't have time to put the pieces together mentally before asking about the ovulation tests. Also, I found out later through one of our friends that Sasha did take an ovulation test. And she is not pregnant. Verdict. NTA. Edit to add update. I do not meet the criteria for a standalone update. I'm not sure if anyone will see this. In case anyone does. First, let me thank anyone who took time to read, comment, or give an award. I am very, very, very grateful for the feedback. Based on the responses, today I called up one of my friends who was present, and took Doug and Sasha's side, and basically told her I was owed an explanation for WTF happened. Here's what I found out. Apparently my friends have no DNS for much longer than I realized. This is strange because they have never talked about DNS before this. Doug constantly brings up wanting to have a baby every time they see him. One night Sasha confided in the women that Doug divorced his first wife because she was old and infertile. She was the same age as Doug. Doug married Sasha because she was young and fertilized. Sasha heard him tell this to some friends. At that point DNS had been trying to conceive for over a year. And Sasha was concerned that Doug was going to leave her. The women in my friend group, tried to convince Sasha that this is not a healthy relationship. But she insisted she was happy and just needed to get pregnant. They gave her the courage to seek medical assistance, which she had previously been too scared to. Do Sasha end up getting prescribed fertility meds at her appointment and was scared to test with Doug. So they told her they would come to her house to be with her when she tested and be a support system for her. The day DNS were at my house was after Sasha's first round of meds, and she was in the window to test. She had not planned on testing but had a light bulb moment when I told her to use my bathroom. Sasha only took the test and did not steal anything. When the test came back with 2 lines, Sasha was in shock and immediately wanted to share with her husband and support system. Doug was mortified by the ordeal, and DNS have been fighting a lot. Sasha has been badmouthing me to anyone who will listen. She believes I ruined her marriage and embarrassed her and Doug because my husband and I were threatened by DNS and the friendships they were building. Sasha told my girlfriends they shouldn't spend time with me anymore because who can be friends with someone who treats a guest in their own home that way? My friends felt they had to take Sasha's side in the moment because they knew how important the pregnancy was to her marriage. I am back on good terms with my friends. Also, yes, my husband and I have been privately trying to get pregnant. I am pissed that now my friends are aware. Thank you to my fellow TT sirs, past and present, who mentioned this invasion of privacy or gave well wishes. You all touched my heart. And NBSP. Reminder: I am not the original poster. Maybe Doug is the one who should get a fertility test. Every day I realize humanity is far stupider than I could ever imagine. Like maybe 1. Don't snoop around and use somebody else's pregnancy tests, and 2. Read the box to make sure they're pregnancy tests first. LMAO. I guess it's too much to hope that Doug will eventually realize he's the one who's infertile. This was a year ago, and OOP's post history indicates she was expecting as of 9 months ago. So I'm glad her TTC was successful. Listen, everyone knows a baby will solve all relationship problems, and anything that looks like a pregnancy test is fair game to pee on. Honestly thought it was going to be a COVID test. So Sasha is less dumb than I was imagining. At least they didn't tell her anything and brought this drama quietly into OOP's home when invited. OOP needs a completely new set of friends. I too look for stuff in strangers' cupboards so I can pee on them, because I'm young and fertile. I'm pregnant. So glad I used the master bathroom and went through your closed drawers to find a test. FFS, this friend group is toxic. I don't need to explain myself to a stranger. Sasha went through a stranger's drawers and peed on something probably pretty expensive. Also Sasha. The audacity. Holy cow. Who would do that at a stranger's house? Or even a friend's without asking? So Sasha likes to steal and can't read either. SMH, they'll be divorced soon. Anyone else here hoping karma is real and Doug is the infertile one? Sasha isn't great, but I hate guys like Doug. Many years ago, one of my friends once claimed she was pregnant because the rabbit died, and she was freaked out because it was her brother's. My friend was 16 and a virgin, and her little brother's rabbit actually died. Friend assumed that every time a rabbit died, a girl got pregnant. Girl was not the brightest glowstick by any means, but that's when I learned that her mom hadn't even explained periods to my friend, and that my friend wasn't having periods because her mom secretly had her on the pill because my friend was naive, and her mom didn't want her to get pregnant accidentally, so she wasn't even giving her the sugar pill dose either. I can't imagine snooping in someone's bathroom like that, then deciding that I can then use the thing that I wasn't supposed to find. Like, would she have used prescription pills she had found? So weird. My sister went through the cupboard in my main guest bathroom looking for toilet paper. Totally understandable because I didn't show her where I had the spares. And I still felt a little weird about it. I cannot imagine a stranger going through my stuff in my private bathroom. Sasha is not psychologically well, to say the least, which doesn't excuse her behavior for a second. By the way, I would send DNS an invoice to replace the ovulation test she stole. Who goes to a person's house and is like, I'm just going to help myself to one of these tests in a cabinet? Like there is something seriously wrong with that person to even think about doing that in the first place. What a horrible couple, and anyone that's on their side is a complete moron. She had no right to snoop through the bathroom drawers, let alone take a test that wasn't hers. They aren't exactly cheap either. Then to announce in front of everyone immediately? Now everyone is mad at the hosting couple for this? I'd dump every one of them. Sasha did indeed steal.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.